Yeah, what's going on, family? It's your man B Miles coming to you live once again with another video from the B Miles 84 Conscious channel. I actually want to come to y'all with another video, man, talking about this is something very, very important, man. This is actually dealing with global warming and climate change and stuff like that. And I'm actually going to talk about how the UN draft climate reports warns oceans rising in global warming. I'm going to read quite a few of the notes from the article, and I'm going to leave the article in the description box so you can also do further research on your own, okay? Now, check this out. They were saying the Earth could witness a dramatic decline in fish stocks, a 100-fold increase in the damage caused by superstorms, and millions of people displaced by rising seas if humanity does not reduce greenhouse gas emissions, according to a 900-page draft report to the 900-page draft report by the United Nations in Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, IPCC, obtained by the AFP news agency. The report, which will officially be released on September 25th, concludes humanity must overhaul the way it produces and consumes almost everything to avoid the worst ravages of climate change and environmental degradation. Now they were saying it is due to be the fourth in the series of UN reports in recent months on the effects of climate change, and specifically focuses on the planet's oceans and cryosphere, areas composed of frozen water. They said the destructive changes have already been set in motion, according to the report. Melting glaciers of ice will first will first give too much, causing widespread flooding, and then too little, bringing drought to billions who depend on them for fresh water. The report finds. Without cuts to man-made emissions, at least 30% of the northern hemisphere surface permafrost could melt by the end of the 21st century, unleashing billions of tons of carbon and accelerating global warming even more, the study says. Now they're talking about rising seas. They said the draft report concludes that even with the most optimistic emission reduction scenarios by 2050, many low-lying megacities and small island nations will experience quote-unquote extreme level events every year. They were saying by the year 2100, annual flood damages are expected to increase by by 2 to 3 orders of magnitude, or 100 to 1,000 fold, the summary for policymakers said. They said even if the world manages to cap the global warming at 2°C, the global ocean waterline will rise enough to displace more than 250 million people, report says. Even if the numbers is 100 to 50 million people displaced by 2100, that is still a major disruption and a lot of human misery, Ben Straw, CEO and Chief Scientist of Climate Central to AFP. So what they are saying right now in this particular article, that global warming and the climate is changing. And I did a video on this, how the 55 billion tons of glaciers of ice are melting from Iceland. I'm sorry, all the way down from Greenland, which is down in Antarctica. Correct me if I'm wrong, what I'm saying, in the comment section, but I've been doing research on these things. This thing is already being set in motion. They're talking about billions of people can be displaced, and they're talking about drought. They are talking about drought, and they're talking about, people can be going hungry because of this whole entire thing. So we really got to pay attention. And they saying cities can be underwater. So that means the coastlines are pretty much going to be overflooded. That means if we on the east coast or the west coast, that means we're going to be flooded out. That means these cities on the that means that these cities are going to be flooded out. I mean, look right now. Hurricane Dorian right now is wreaking havoc in the Caribbean, and is also about to hit the southeast. And we also got New Orleans, which is over here, which is below sea level. So you can imagine the kind of damage that we are going to be seeing. But we definitely got to keep our eyes and our ears open. But I had to come to y'all with this important video, man, to spread thoughts up on this, shed light up on a situation I felt the need that y'all had to hear this subject. Keep on liking and subscribing, and also Hit the bell to get all of my notifications on my channel. And this your man B Miles coming to you live once again from the B Miles 84 Conscious channel. One love once again. Peace.